This time of year, it's hard in the Pacific Northwest. It's dark, it's gray, it's wet, it's cold. It's so tempting for me just to bundle in and stay inside and wait for spring to arrive. But this is the time of year when oysters and other shellfish are really in their prime. And in order to get at these shellfish, you need to go at low tide. In the winter, that happens in the middle of the night.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm Shina.
Nice to meet you, Ashley.
Nice to meet you, Ashley. Are you ready to do this?
Yes, let's do it.
I think
so excited.
You need better gear. You are not ready for this adventure.
Literally just dive right in.
Yeah.
This is perfect too, because you won't lose me out there.
That's
with these
why
on.
we buy the orange.
That's perfect. Am I set?
Yeah, let's go.
Why did your parents want to start this farm?
They wanted to grow something that was sustainable and essentially organic, and they just like growing food together.
All right, so what are we doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are out here in the middle of the night because the tide is going out right now, and this is when shellfish farmers work in the winter. You're in for a pretty good treat.
I am so excited.
So we are gonna go out and gather some oysters first.
Yes,
and then
love it.
I think we should dig some clams.
Okay. I have lived in the Pacific Northwest my whole life, but I have never dug for Geoduck. So
well,
I would love it.
You've come to the right place.
I've never even eaten them.
You've never even eaten one? Okay.
No.
Well, I'm your girl then. If you haven't had them and you're a foodie, it's a must do.
I was so excited. I've never actually just like picked up oysters off the beach
so
before.
This is the closest to how oysters are in the wild. They just live in the estuary.
Not hard hunting right here.
This is the easiest thing we're gonna gather tonight on this tide.
You're starting me off easy, huh?
We're starting with the beginner course, and then we'll work our way up to that Geoduck.
I've grown up in the Pacific Northwest my entire life, and I'm ashamed to admit that I'm pretty new into getting into seafood. A few years ago, I started eating oysters, and I have not stopped. I love the way it makes you feel like you're taking a dive into the ocean with every bite.
Well, this one's, it's a crab, it's fine. It's fine, it's cool, it's nature.
I think we should rinse these off and maybe go dig some clams.
That sounds awesome. We did good.
That was a great harvest. Clam forks here.
Okay.
You can do it like downward dog style, or you can
This is clam yoga now. I like it.
So you can do it like this, or you can go on your hands and knees. But
Okay,
you
I'm just trying to get my boot out of the sand.
Yeah, it might be easier.
Like that?
That's
Is that how you want to do
That's
it?
exactly how you do it. Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Take your fork and just push the tines into the beach, and then pull it back.
What's this?
That is a gorgeous clam.
Yes!
Yes.
Look at that one.
Clams, kind of my personal favorite right now.
Have I graduated to the Geoduck?
I guess it's time to find out. There's no time like the present. There wasn't Geoduck farms 30 years ago when my parents started this farm, and we were one of the first Geoduck farms.
Wow. Are Geoducks native to the Pacific Northwest?
They are, yeah. And there are more Geoducks in Puget Sound by weight than any other animal.
Are you serious?
Yeah. People want to try new things, and they want to try something different and local, and this hits all those buttons, and it's delicious. Did you see him move?
No.
Yeah, here. Yeah, you're standing in the middle of thousands of them right now. So that looks like a nice big one.
Yeah?
You think that's our one?
You can just tell by just the size of that.
Well, no, but I'm hopeful. We gotta go deep.
Okay.
I've heard about the Geoduck. I've of course seen images of it. I have laughed at its ridiculously phallic shape. But beyond that, I really don't know a whole lot about it.
This is why Geoducks taste so good.
Yeah,
because you're starving by the time you get one.
I do know that it's gonna require me getting pretty deep into a muddy hole. And I'm pretty excited about that, actually.
Coming for ya! Here we come! I got one! Oh my God!
That's a decent one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not huge, but it'll feed us.
Wow, that is a beautiful animal, isn't that?
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's
This
what that
beauty.
is.
We have earned that Geoduck.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, that was great for Geoduck.
Thanks.
There's another one. You want to get that one too?
I'm gonna let someone else take care of that one. All right, so what's the process of shucking these oysters?
So you want to get the hinge end of the oyster. You just kind of want to gently push it onto your knife. Don't push too hard.
Okay.
And then you just wiggle it back and forth until it pops like that.
Right.
And then there's your abductor muscle. So you want to cut that loose also so that the oyster is loose from the bottom shell.
Always travel with a cocktail kit.
I like your style.
Yeah.
We just gathered some of the most beautiful ingredients and we want to enjoy them right now. I prepare for us some raw oysters with tequila. So you get this bright, briny, cold oyster that's slurping and bathing in this tequila that's been muddled with a bit of spicy jalapeno, some fresh mint, and then you finish it off with a bright squeeze of lime.
Excellent.
Cheers.
Cheers to the night tide.
There is
harvest.
no better way to end a midnight shellfish hunt than with these spicy tequila oyster shooters.
That was really good.
Shina and I say our goodbyes and we make plans for the next day when we are going to cook a feast.
Good morning, Shina.
Good morning.
It's classic Pacific Northwest out
Very
here, right?
classic.
Shina first sets a big pot of water to boil as she's gearing up to prepare the Geoduck.
Full of oysters. Okay. Let's get this go. Oh, look at that.
While she does that, I get to work on a really simple lemony dill oil to serve with the raw oysters.
So fresh tasting.
I've never tried this before. I'm a little bit nervous to give it to Shina, but I am loving the smell of the ingredients together, and I really think it's gonna pair beautifully with the oyster.
When I shuck my oysters, I try and keep them flat so the liquor stays in, because I think that flavor of the bay that you get in the water is a good part of it. But if you want less salty, then you can pour that liquid out.
See how we did here. Finish off with some pecorino. How do we do?
That is amazing. Beautiful.
Oh, good.
By the time we finish slurping down those oysters, the water is boiling and we're moving on to the Geoduck.
Skin on these, so you can just.
So I'm amazed at the ease of what it takes Shina to prepare this Geoduck. She just simply dips it in the hot water for not even 5 seconds. And then she removes the outer shell and starts peeling off that outer dark skin layer.
It's not a beautiful process.
Hey, ugly food can be delicious food.
I'm really proud of our maturity right now for
Yes.
not making the obvious jokes.
Just like any other really delicate food, you want to cook it as little as possible.
Okay.
I always describe it as al dente because you'll get that snapback like you do with properly cooked pasta.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's anything more Pacific Northwest than eating a Geoduck we dug on the beach we dug it on in the rain.
The flavor is so soft, subtly reminiscent of a clam, but yet sweeter, more delicate, and I'm in love. I am now a Geoduck fan for life.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty good.
That is delicious.
Yeah?
We gotta get moving. The tide is chasing us out of here.
Yeah, this is the one thing we can't control. The tide is coming in.
All right, so now we're moving on to the clams, and I'm so excited about this dish.
Why do this? I mean, I know farming and this work is so hard. What does it mean to you?
It's amazing that we're able to grow food for people, and we really have such little input to it. You know, we don't add any herbicides, pesticides, none of that, no feed to the the shellfish. They're getting everything they need right from Mother Nature. And it's just a very sustainable way to grow protein. It's doing what Mother Nature does in a controlled setting.
Shellfish are such a good reminder of the incredible power of the natural process. It seems to me that our role in all of this is to protect and enjoy these ingredients.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I think you can serve that in any restaurant.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Well, before we start eating this pasta in the ocean, I just want to say thank you so much for having us out here. I really appreciate it. I learned so much.
Thank you for sharing your food with me, and thanks for coming out to the farm.
You too. My pleasure.
Yeah, this was an adventure.
Let's take this pasta to dry land, shall
Yeah,
we?
we should. We might need a boat.
This is Ranga. He forever changed the way I think about fishing.
Springtime in Montana,
Totally.
huh?
One of the things I love about Montana is people are nice. I mean, all the cars, they recognize each other, and even if you didn't, just quick wave.
little wave.
And I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll be a local if I'm driving and I do the one-handed wave.
Yeah, but you got it's two fingers.
Two fingers.
Yeah, because you need to hold the wheel, Ashley.
Okay.
Oh, calendar.
He's not from around here. Oh my gosh.
Cool, right?
Oh my word.
Oh yeah.
That just looks like the most amazing water slide.
Mess you up.
So we're fishing down there?
Yeah, let's go fish. Each fishing spot to me is different, and I think that getting into the rhythm of that specific spot, the energy of that specific spot is key. I like to just kind of sit, take 9-10 breaths and just kind of close my eyes and just get really plugged in. Let's take 10 breaths and get our roll on. Let's get some fish. All right.
It doesn't get any better than this. It really doesn't. Thank you! This is amazing!
You're welcome.
I'm so happy to be here.
Pleasure. Let's do it. Let's catch some fish.
This is why I'm here, to experience Montana, to feel small under its big sky and to fish its rivers and to meet its passionate people, like Ranga, who's an avid fly fisherman and an incredibly talented chef.
My nature is to be impatient. I become obsessed with myself and the things I'm doing, and when troubles hit, they feel like a ton of bricks to me. And when good things are going, I'm at the top of the world, and regardless of good or bad, fly fishing just keeps things in perspective.
Oh yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good. Right there, come on, fish, eat me, yep! Yeah!
Oh my gosh!
You're good, you're good, you're good. Easy, nice and easy. Yep, great, 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 yeah! Woo!
Woo!
Boom. Hell yes.
Yes!
Perfect, nice.
Yeah! Oh,
Yeah!
caught a fish!
All right, let's go eat.
I mean, it would have still been a beautiful day without catching a fish, but man, it feels good. Now we have to celebrate. Ranga starts us off with a cocktail. So he starts with a local moonshine, spiced to resemble an apple pie. He smokes our cup with a charred cinnamon stick, adds a bit of lemon, then sweetens the warm cocktail with a cardamom caramel.
Oh,
This is awesome. Cheers. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
that's
pretty
mighty
good.
fine. What is it about cooking over the fire that you love?
It's just a primal thing. I feel like kind of like fishing too. It's this idea that you have to work with what's happening. You know, so there's no timeline. There's no like, okay, let me set it to 425, you know? For me, it forces me to slow down because I'm very checklist oriented. And with something like this, those to-do lists are gone.
Yeah.
I'm there and I like that. And I do think that anything over a fire, it doesn't matter what it is, I just think it tastes better.
Add a little smoke, a little salt, and boom, you're done.
Nice.
know?
While we warm ourselves with that drink, I get started on a charred asparagus and cattail salad with smoked egg groupiche. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. Earlier in the day, Ranga and I did a bit of foraging for some cattails.
This is the spot, right?
Yeah, this is it.
This is it?
Yeah, this is it. You want to try your hand at some shoots here?
Yeah.
These are pretty good size. So we want something a little bit more substantive, and then get low. And then these are pretty muddy, so what we'll do is the edible part's gonna be kind of the bottom shoot,
Okay.
right? So then this is still a little green, right? So we need to go a little bit lower on the next one.
Okay.
And then, yeah, and then you just peel it up. And then, yeah, we saute that. It's good to go.
Awesome.
Cattails are very easily identified and they can be found in all 50 states. They grow in wetlands, and in the spring, before they flower, the white part of the stalk is sweet, tender, and delicious.
Oh, there's a little sprig of mint right here. Yeah.
That smells so good. Now I'm mint obsessed.
Did you see that there's juniper berries over
Oh!
here? Yeah.
That smells so
Yeah, it
good.
smells very good.
What is the protocol for harvesting?
I mean, you
something
can
like
do
this?
whatever you want, but I try not to take the super new growth. Like these are a little bit older, so I
Okay.
take that, but I wouldn't take any of the really nice new green buds or anything.
Let it grow.
Yeah. Oh man, that smells so
Oh my
good.
gosh! I just want to pour some bourbon on top of that.
Yeah, let's do it. Easily arranged. Cool, successful haul.
Success.
Okay, so now that I've shown you how we found those beautiful wild ingredients, let's get back to the fire. Once we add the asparagus and cattails to the grill, we put the juniper branches directly on the coals, which adds this beautiful smoked flavor. For my take on the classic French sauce groupiche, I chop smoked eggs, then mix them with dill, capers, pickles, mustard, and vinegar. The sauce is then poured all over the charred asparagus and cattails.
Oh, beautiful. I'm assuming this is your own sourdough starter.
It is. That sourdough starter, I think, is 40 years old.
40?
Yeah. It was from a friend's mom.
This is my style.
This is rustic primal cooking at its finest. We're cooking with instinct. It's about listening to your senses and just enjoying the process. This cheese fondue is one of my absolute favorite things to prepare over the fire. It's so simple. It starts with a triple cream cheese wedge that's placed into a cast iron pan, set over the coals just until it melts. It's then finished with charred rosemary, which adds so much flavor. Ranga prepares the trout simply with a Sri Lankan curry powder. Coconut oil goes into the pan along with whole unpeeled garlic. Then it's simply seared on both sides until just cooked through. I love how simply Ranga prepared this fish. There's so little that needs to be done when the trout was literally just pulled from the river. I've said it before and I'll say it over and over again. Sitting around the fire and sharing a meal is an experience that I will never get tired of.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. What a day, huh?
I'm excited. This is a well-earned meal.
Yeah, it is.
The juniper is really good on that.
That
It's
was
not too strong.
really nice. I can't wait to try this chop. Oh.
East meets West. I love it.
I love it. Look at this.
Campfire collaboration.
Man. Oh, I like that.
Yum. All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, yeah.
It's like cheese crack.
This one's such a fun one to do. Like, even if it gets obliterated in the
Oh my
fire, it's
God.
still so good.
That's insane.
Not good.
This dish was a last-minute addition after we found that fragrant wild mint. I wanted something sweet, but not too much so to end that incredible meal. We start by grilling some rhubarb until it's tender and blackened. To that, we add fresh mascarpone and then drizzle local honey all over the top. To finish, we simply top with wild mint and dig in.
This is one of the best campfire meals I've had in a while. This is very good.
I'm so happy to hear that.
This is super good. Thank you.
Are you
Great
kidding
day.
me? Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, you showed me this place. You helped me catch a fish.
It's not for everyone. I'm glad you were down.
Oh man, I just so appreciate it too that like I will forever.
You've got a little ash on your nose. Underneath.
Adorable.
Like,
Oh, I get you.
yep, you're clear.
I will forever, when I go fishing, stop and take those breaths and have that
Awesome.
moment because it just felt, I mean, I got tears in my eyes, man. It was just like, suddenly you go from like, oh my gosh, you know, like gotta catch a fish, and then you're like, no, I'm in this moment, and this is exactly, I am where I am, and this is
Totally.
where I need to be, and this is enough.
Yep. Yeah, this
And
is perfect the way it
else
is, right?
is just a bonus.
I love it.
So thank you for seriously one of the best days ever.
You are so welcome. Cheers. If we had more cocktail, I'd drink more.
Well, we can make that happen.
I love this quote by John Gierek. They say you forget your troubles on a trout stream, but that's not quite it. What happens is that you begin to see where your troubles fit into the grand scheme of things, and suddenly, they're just not such a big deal anymore.
Well, you must be Daniel. Looks like you're finding something already.
Well, I was hoping to find some watercress, but that's a pea family thing.
There you
Oh,
go.
hi, good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Well, always fine out in the woods.
Oh, this is great. Let's go see what we can find.
Oh, no, rotten leaf. I thought I had a chanterelle.
Oh, no.
A shanty,
What?
a chanterelle. Finally.
The only thing that matters is you just want it to taste good, huh?
Hey, you used to do that for millions of years, you know.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
got out of fashion very recently.